Hello! Today I'm going to talk about the common questions that you will find immigration or customs officers asking you when you are sitting in line, and it can be really nerve-wracking. So I hope that this video will help you get through it faster and easier and be more prepared. This week I don't have interviews, that's why I'm doing another travel tip. I usually only do them on Tuesdays. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, then you should look at the description for this video to find the links to all my other videos, which are interviews and other travel tips for this channel, Be an Outsider. If you get something out of this, please like this video and subscribe to my channel because it really helps get the word out and I really appreciate it. So before you even get to the immigration officer, what I would do in order to make sure that you get a good spot in line quickly is to pee while you are on the plane. Obviously, if you wait until you get off the plane, then you're adding more time when you could already be in line, so pee while you're on the plane. Another tip to get to immigration more quickly is if you have the option to pick your seats, then pick a seat closer to the front of the plane because then you will get off faster and you can make it in line even faster. Two more tips that will help you to get through customs more quickly is when you get off the plane, just walk fast and just go straight towards where you need to be. Don't dilly-dally around. Another tip would be to make sure that you're getting in the right line. There's usually lines for citizens or non-citizens, EU passports, whatever. So make sure that you are reading the signs and make sure to get into the right line so you don't waste time. Immigration officers are usually not the friendliest people. They are supposed to be the lawmakers and, you know, catch those bad guys from coming into their country, so they're gonna look at you with stern faces and, you know, like that. But I like to think that if you give them a smile and you're polite and you're nice, that they will appreciate it and help you get through into their country faster and not think you're a criminal. So you went to the bathroom, you got off the plane, and you walked really fast to immigration, and now you've gone through the line and you're finally at the officer. The two tips that I would say to remember is to keep calm when you are talking to the immigration officer. You may not even have anything to hide, but if you are nervous or feel you are tense, then they will feel like you are hiding something and they'll ask you more questions and it will just take longer. Also, give short answers. They don't want to hear your whole life story. They're trying to get in and out with people, so give short answers. So the first thing that they will ask you is usually, can I see your passport? So you will give them your passport. They're probably gonna flip through it and ask you some more questions. The next common question they usually ask is, how long do you plan on staying in this country? So sometimes they'll be a little more strict and they'll actually want to see proof of you leaving the country. So you may want to have that on your mobile device or print it out for them just to save time. Another common question is, what is the purpose of your trip? Which is usually broken down into either business or travel or tourism or whatever. So you will just say if you're there for business or you're there just visiting for tourism purposes. Another thing that they usually ask is, what do you do for work? So in your home country, you'll explain, I am in customer service, or I am a lawyer, or I'm a teacher, or I am fill in the blank, I'm a student. And they might ask you where it is you work too, so you just, answer honestly. If you do say that you're not working or you're unemployed, they may ask you some more questions. Another question that they usually ask is, are you traveling alone? So if the answer is no, then they'll usually want some more explanation of who you're traveling with, whether it be a family member or a friend. Another question they usually ask is this your first time in this country? So you will just say no or yes, I've been here for blah, 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 whatever reason. Another common question they may ask is, do you have any family living in this country? So if that question's a no, then simple. But if it's a yes, then they'll probably ask some more information, like what do they do for work? Where do they live? What's their phone number? Blah, blah, blah. So you will want to have all that information ready if you know that immigration is more strict and they may ask you this question. One question that they usually always ask is, where are you staying in this country? So sometimes they'll have customs forms and you'll have to know the address and put that in of where you're staying. Even if it's just a hotel or a hostel for one night, you'll have to have the address. So I would just make sure to have that address ready just be prepared for them to ask you where you're staying, and even if you don't know where it is every night, you can just say the first place that you're staying and leave it at that. And lastly, another question that they may ask you if they know that you'll be traveling within their country for a long period of time is, how much money do you have for your trip, or can I see your proof of funds? This happened to me in Ireland, and I did not have that information ready, and it became a whole big thing. I was there for like an hour, and sometimes they'll just take your word for it, but other times they'll be like, okay, let me see. And the Wi-Fi in airports usually is not the best, so if you're trying to bring it up on your phone, it may take a lot of time. They may also be asking you lots of questions and grilling you, and you just want to avoid all of that. So if you could have some information printed out, that will appease them and you can get through faster. Well, I hope that me going through all those questions makes you feel a little more prepared for your trip internationally and customs and immigration. Not every single country is going to ask you all these questions. Some immigrations or customs that I've gone through, such as Thailand or some places in Italy, they literally just looked at my passport, looked at me, and stamped it and walked me through and didn't ask me anything. Whereas other times, I have been talking to immigration officers for hours. So just be as prepared as possible, and you will have a nice, quick entry into the country. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Happy travels. If you are looking to travel more and need a little bit of help, I've created an online course that the link is below for if you want to check it out. And also, please like this video and subscribe to my channel and check out any other videos that I've made as well, linked below, and I hope you have a great day.